claps and a Ric Flair.
The Suicide Squad in theaters and on HBO Max.
These are your brothers and sisters for the next few days.
The high alert 58 a little bit down to 1, so it got a little damage nerf as well. Axial Arms 3X is going to have about on that. ADS, so you can hear people using dead silence. I'm not actually going to test that today. I'm only going to talk about weapon changes, but I will hopefully cover that in a future video. So as far as weapon changes go, if we go to this next page, these are the patch notes they tweeted out. So C58 recoil was increased. I'll have some good tests for you there. Damage range was decreased by 7.4%. Something interesting to talk about on that. ADS speed was decreased by 3.4%, and bullet velocity decreased by 8.1%. So nerf the C58 a little bit, but interestingly, we'll talk about the damage range. I still think it's in a great spot. It's not like a devastating nerf. It's still a great gun. EM2 was also changed a little bit. They reduced the base optic ADS speed penalty by 21%. So basically, that base like 3x optic that's very similar in zoom to the Axial Arms 3X is going to have much better ADS times now than it used to. So we will talk about that number. I've measured that. Again, I pulled this from measurements on my laptop, which was about 120 FPS, so it's not my normal 240 FPS accuracy, but I did multiple tests and kind of like found an average there and saw where the value was. So it should be very accurate within, you know, plus or minus 4 milliseconds probably, even though it's on 120 FPS instead of 240 FPS. They also reduced the upper torso multiplier of the EM2 from 1.1 down to 1, so it got a little damage nerf as well. The Krig got this minimum damage range decrease from minimum damage decreased from 26 to 25, not damage range, just damage value. We will cover all of the damage changes there as well, and the damage range was decreased by 7.2%. So we'll go through all of this, and I'll talk about how it affects the meta and what I think is currently the long-range AR meta, because this balance patch was all focused on, you know, main long-range ARs to be paired with an SMG. So we'll talk about all that as we go over the changes. I measured all of this in game to make sure everything was correct from the patch notes, so we're good to go there. The website's fully updated. Anything that doesn't have, you know, parentheses pre-buff or pre-nerf is the current EM2, C58, and the Krig affect the meta. All right, so I just want to have a general summary discussion of how these three changes to the EM2, C58, and the Krig affect the meta. So I've got all the top ARs for mid-range and long-range up on the TTK chart right now. This is just chest shots. I'm just going to focus on individual shot locations for this part of the video. So we got EM2 orange, magenta, C58, cyan, Farah, green, Krig, dark blue, mid blue, whatever color you want to call that, QBZ, and then a lighter pink color is the XM4. So if we actually look at this chart, this is, again, chest shots specifically. So in the first damage range, the top two would be the QBZ and the Farah if you're hitting chest shots only. In the longer damage range, so out past like 35 meters, which is where you're mostly going to be using these weapons, the top three would be the EM2, the Farah, and the QBZ, followed by the XM4, the C58, and then in last place is the Krig. Krig got this nerf to the Krig that increased the chest shot TTK by quite a bit, makes it the worst in terms of chest shot TTKs. But again, if we look at extremities, it's going to completely change. So it's really important to consider both of these. So on extremities, we see the Farah in first place by a pretty significant margin in the first damage range, about 50 milliseconds, 40 milliseconds faster than everything else in the first 35 meters, 30 meters. And then that's going to be followed by the C58 and the XM4 and the EM2 are all really close in that first damage range, and then followed by QBZ and Krig. So this change made the Krig worse in chest shots than the QBZ, but better than the QBZ in extremity shots and stomach shots. So it kind of brings the Krig very much in line with the QBZ. And now that they have fixed the QBZ 60-round fast mag, I think this kind of balances those two guns really well. I think they're in a good spot. They're kind of the more accurate but less good in terms of TTK weapons of the bunch. So I think that's a good change overall. They're doing a good job there. And then in the second damage range, we have the EM2 and the Farah being the fastest time to kill, and then the XM4 is pink, and the C58 is magenta. So those are the next up, and then followed by the Krig, followed by the QBZ. So in terms of TTK, the best weapons for TTK out at range, we're definitely looking at the Farah being pretty much the best now. The EM2 is also going to be very good out at range. The problem is it's just hard to hit your shots. And I like that this is the case because I think the Krig and the QBZ are very easy to hit your shots, but they have worse TTKs, whereas the Farah and the EM2 have, you know, harder to control recoil, but they have better TTKs, and that's how it should be balanced. And then in the middle, we have the C58 and the XM4. Again, I feel like that's perfect. I feel like the C58 and the XM4 are middle in terms of how hard they are to control. I feel like the QBZ and the Krig are easier to control than the the C58 now after these recoil changes, but the C58 and the XM4 have better TTKs than the Krig and the QBZ. So I feel like overall these changes were really good. Actually, I think the long range meta is in a very good spot.
Oh, there he is.
Yep, it's all about the AMAX now, man. AMAX TTK, it's superior. The C58 recoil, the C58 recoil is terrible, and the Krig is now officially full-blown marshmallow buff. I don't know if you can hear me. Are you muted, Buff?
I'm sorry, I was talking. The C58's recoil is manageable because it's straight up. It's got a good bounce, but it's straight up. All you do is pull down. And I just watched the True Gaming Data video on it, and I posted it in Discord way it's ranked. And it's like, so now it sets that Krig and QBZ are the most accurate guns with the least amount of recoil, but they hit the softest. C58 and XM4 are middle of the road on recoil and damage, and then Farah and EM2 have the worst recoil, but they hit the hardest. So that's the way they balanced it out.
For the Cold War, yeah.
And
man,
then the AMAX comes below that. It's the next line. AMAX, AS Val, M4A1, Growl, all of them are like next in line after that.
I gotcha. But yeah, the AMAX TTK as compared to the Krig.
But hey, I ain't knocking you out for that. I still think the AMAX is a good gun because if I was to do the rankings, the AMAX is a 6, and then you've got those other 6 guns are like 6.25 or 6.5. So it's viable. You know what I mean? It's what I would say meta viable. It ain't top tier, but it's right below the top tier, so it's good. I think it's a good gun.
I like the fact that the TTK is probably higher, is better than the others that you mentioned. I think it's even better than the Farah. But the recoil is what drops
balanced.
it down.
It's balanced by recoil, and that's the way those guys are ranking the guns now. So the AMAX is right below the top tier guns. It's like they call it meta viable, where if you're a skilled player, the gun works. If you're not a skilled player, you don't want to use it. That's why they say it. If you're used to it, the gun's fine. Is basically what they're saying. If you can control the recoil, they're like, play it. Is basically the way they say. But a lot of times they say the better play. You know, if you're an average player is not going to use the gun because they can't control the recoil on it.
You just can't spray and pray, man. You got to control burst.
You got to control,
yeah. 8 rounds, 10 rounds.
You've used it. You've used it enough to know how to handle it. And if you can use the ABAX, you could use any of the C58, Farah, EM2. You could use all those guns. It's just a matter of playing them and practicing with them.
The hybrid optics, man. I can actually go back to having a 4.
I think for you, the AMAX is perfect because you have that fucking hybrid scope. And because you use that the launcher, I think that gun is perfect for you. AMAX is still good, so I have no complaints. I was just being giving information after. Because I know a lot of people don't like watching True Game and Data because he's boring, and he is. He bores the shit out of me. But like I watch it just so I can understand it, and that way I can relate it to the rest of you guys. Because Dustin and Cincy can't stand watching the motherfucker, and you know. So
it's boring, but
it's boring.
It's a good breakdown though, but.
He just goes into, he's deadpan when he talks and shit, you know.
If you're trying to rank your gun up right now because it's double XP weekend, drop Kingslayer, man. Just do Kingslayers.
I don't know what gun to fucking rank up, dude. I've played Cold War all fucking week, and I have.
Yeah, you ain't got to do that. It's double XP weekend, Kingslayer.
I've finished the fucking 2 guns I was working. The only thing I got left to work on is the fucking Sarok. The Sarok. Let me see if there's another AR I was working on that I don't have leveled up. I know there was one.
I'm just trying to work on the XM4 right now.
Oh my god!
It's pretty much the meta build.
I've got 3 Grozes.
Yeah, you're a little loud now.
I've got 2 Grozes. Holy shit!
But no, your volume's good because once you're in the game, it'll be perfect.
The only thing I got left to work on is a fucking Groza and the Sarek submachine gun. I mean, if we wanted to
set up a loadout, it's a double XP. We'll do a warm up real quick in Kingslayer trios and win the match. I'll tell you how to win. It's real easy.
Alright, let me make sure I've got it. I thought I had one. I say EOD, tracker. I don't know if I need tracker. Maybe I should go with the scout. Well, no, because there'll be so many people there. Probably don't need
Kingslayer,
tactical.
you start off with your loadout, so every
time
you just drop in on the king.
You probably don't need a tactical either. Or you just need like a stun instead of a. Alright.
Yeah, you won't need a heartbeat in this mode.
I've got EOD, overkill tracker. Okay, thermite and fucking stun. Alright, that's good. Or 1 minute thermite. You think it'd be better with a Semtex? Or a Molotov cocktail?
Probably a Molotov or a Semtex. Because whenever you land on these kings, there's usually 2 or 3 people around them trying to smoke them. So. Basically, you get 1 kill. You get 1 point
I've
per
played it
kill,
before.
but if you kill it, no, I was just telling Micah, you get 1 kill, 1 point per kill. But if you kill a king, you get 5 points. So every time you die and you drop in, immediately ping the nearest fucking king next to you and drop right on them and fucking get to kill them.
All right.
So every time you drop in on a king.
Hey,
slow drop in right on the king.
I told you I'd find out about that Battle for Verdansk. Or maybe I wouldn't use telling, but like, your rewards is based on the damage you do to the train. The only thing I didn't get was the motorcycle skin.
I can't complete the exfil, man.
You can't. It's not meant to.
Oh.
If you could just get to the exfil, you get to the charm if you activate it. But the rest of it's just damage dealt to the train. I'm kind of thinking maybe we should play the damn thing and get the motorcycle skin. But we got to be able to do like, it's like the highest ranked damage to, or well, it tells you, I can look on the thing, I get the page pulled up.
Well, I typically land on the train and just fucking lay down and smoke the turrets.
Yeah. It's damage dealt to the fucking train, man. Yeah.
Check your gear and weapons. Planes are making ready for deployment. Enemy dropping into the AO.
Watch your 6.
Man, I have, I'm running out of guns to level up.
Never.
Watch your 6.
There's always guns to rank up. You just gotta be like the Modern Warfare. That burst fire 5.56 is one I've been ranking up.
The what one?
AR. The burst fire 5.56 AR.
Oh yeah, I guess I could work on that one. But I've got most of the Modern
It's
Warfare.
actually a pretty good
Dude,
fucking rifle.
I own Modern Warfare. I have most of the Modern Warfare guns ranked up too.
Hostile dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
And this is a really, I should have told you, this is a really good one that sets your, have a launcher so you can launch it, like, launch RPGs or whatever at the king as you're coming down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be a bad idea.
Hostile dropping into the area. Watch the skies. Taking fire.
So the very first drop of the match, just drop anywhere and then fucking, you know, get a kill or two and die. Then after that, drop in, ping a king as you're dropping in, and then we'll try to rotate to him, but just always drop on a king every time.
Oh, it won't let you
If
land
you
on.
just king chase, you'll win. If you king chase, you can win almost every match because a lot of people don't king chase.
Yeah, I'm really just kind of trying to level guns.
Well, you get a lot of it weapon XP if you kill king.
Damn, it's taking a long time to find. Oh, we finally got enough people to play.
Yeah, I won one right before Micah joined up. I think I had like 24 kills, like 7 kings. But yeah, that FR556 with a 3-round burst, the double tap gun. Tap them twice with the 3-round, they're dead.
Couple of months, we'll be leveling up those fucking World War II guns. Fucking Thompson gun in a Garand.
I think it's gonna be fun, man. I think it's gonna be a good game.
Hey, they're gonna put us on a fucking Pacific Island, man, for the war zone.
I think it's, I might actually buy it.
It looks good.
I'm definitely going to.
It's made on the new
That's for
fucking
sure.
engine, and that's one reason I hated Black Ops. It was made on the old fucking engine.
Alright, drop into this rooftop and then just fucking kill everybody and die or whatever and fucking go king hunt.
Targets are up. Enemy dropping into the AR. Enemy UAV on position. UAV entering the AO.
And don't launch advanced UAVs, whatever you do, don't launch any
Oh yeah, they're
UAVs
terrible.
that hide the kings.
It hides kings, yeah. Oh, Superstore's got a king. God damn! I got hung up on the fucking rappel corner.
RTB for resupply. Allied cluster strike inbound.
Damn it to hell.
Enemy UAV on. Enemy launched an advanced UAV for exposure.
Alright, we're in third, I got a king, so keep dropping in on them kings.
Going this way. Enemy soldier.
The king's down in super.
Okay. Enemy soldier incoming. Enemy launched an advanced UAV. We're exposed. Enemy cluster strike incoming. Take cover. Enemy soldier incoming.
He's fucking above. He's not. He's not inside super.
Hostile dropping into the area. Watch the
Oh,
skies.
there might be one over here.
Enemy launched. Enemy precision airstrike. Take cover.
fucking smoke.
Watch the skies. Enemy UAV overhead.
Ping the Kings.
Hostile dropping into the area. Watch the skies. Enemy launched an advanced UAV. We're exposed.
Got one.
Enemy dropping into the AO. Enemy dropping into the AO.
Ah. Ping the king, ping the king. There's one on the edge of the smoke, looks like.
I'm back in the
One here. Ah, broke him. Fuck. Dustin sent an invite.
Allied cluster strike inbound.
We're not doing good here.
back in the game.
Oh, yeah, just keep getting kills, man. If you can't get the Kings, just get kills.
Oh shit.
Enemy soldier incoming. Enemy precision airstrike. Take cover.
How they getting all them fucking precisions?
Killing Kings get you precisions, clusters.
You can also pick them up off the ground too.
Waiting on a King. Oh, I'm a King. Fuck.
I'm moving.
Enemy UAV overhead. Take it fire. Enemy launched an advanced UAV. We're exposed. Hostile dropping into the area.
Upstairs.
Watch the skies.
I stunned him.
Got him.
I took one for the
Got a
team
king.
on that one. I fucking stunned his ass, but he fucking murked me.
Let's do this.
King.
I'm moving.
He's in that house.
Allied cluster strike inbound. Enemy
Ah, god damn it. Fucking stop it with a fucking...
There's someone in this lobby that's fucking client tag is literally iHack.
gas is inbound.
Yeah, you don't give a shit. This is...
Position.
I'm King
King
again. God damn it.
Moving out.
Enemy soldier incoming.
Ah!
Got swarmed.
Enemy UAV overhead.
Moving.
Dropping into the area. Watch the sky. Friendly sentry gun online. Enemy dropping into the AO.
Alright, can't get Kings, just go for kills. Just sneak up on people going for Kings
Enemy
or...
precision airstrike. Take cover. Enemy soldier incoming.
We dropped back down to 7th. We were in 5th.
Enemy UAV overhead.
King coming in over top of us.
Enemy soldier incoming.
I got one.
Lord, I don't see any on the map. No Kings. God damn, I'm getting shot out of the fucking air.
Allied cluster strike inbound. Hostile dropping into the area. Watch the skies. Enemy launched an advanced UAV. We're exposed.
Yeah. I couldn't find them either. They were shooting at me as I was coming in.
Heading this way. Enemy launched an advanced UAV. You've got gas inbound. Safe zone relocated. Enemy UAV on the hill.
Well, the hackers definitely are way ahead.
Enemy soldiers incoming.
101 fucking points? Holy shit, they fucking... That's a shit lobby, dude.
Yeah, look.
Oh, at least the iHack guy got fucking smoked.
I do like that it's an easy way to level up guns, though.
Yeah, you get your loadout and you get to drop in on people. So.
But I'm using guns I don't have
And it's a
leveled
tight
up,
circle.
so it's a struggle.
Yeah.
I've got two, like one gun's level 9, my submachine gun is. Dustin sent an invite, but I don't know who's he fucking playing with.
He was playing with.
With Corey?